Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today I have free agent targets for the Redskins that they should pursue. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. So free agency has pretty much came to a close, but there are still a bunch of great value picks available for the Redskins to get, and we still have a few positions to fill. So the positions we need to fill still could use a cornerback and definitely need a left tackle, and then tight end could also be filled. So we'll start with cornerback Darkbeast Denard, who was signing. I'm pretty sure he was signing with the Raiders, but then they couldn't agree to terms. It was a team he couldn't agree to terms with them, and he backed out. So now he's on the open market. And if you look at his stats last year, wasn't anything amazing. If you just look at his basic stats, played 9 games, 5 pass deflections. But if you look at his advanced stats, in those 9 games, when quarterbacks were throwing to him, they had a 48.6% completion percentage, which is like terrible. That means Denard was playing really good coverage, and a 74.5 quarterback rating, or yeah, pass rating. So that's really good. Only allowed 1 touchdown, so he's a great target and probably would not cost much money for the Redskins, and he would probably start right away. So that's one cornerback that we could possibly go after. One cheaper name that definitely could start, and we don't have to worry about overpaying. And so next is probably the biggest name on this list, Logan Ryan from the Tennessee Titans. This is one of the least likely ones just because he is going to command a lot of money. But if you look at his stats last year, crazy good. 16 games played, 16 games played, 16 games started, 4 forced fumbles, 4 interceptions, and 113 tackles. Those are just crazy numbers. That is crazy. And his advanced stats aren't amazing, but are still pretty good. I mean, just his 66% or 66% completion percentage is It's not that great for when you're defending, but the pass rating is not that great. It's average. So his advanced stats aren't great, but it's not only his cornerbacking skills that are helpful. He also forces fumbles and tackle very well. So I think this would be probably the best player available for the Redskins to sign. The only problem is he's probably going to go for around 10 mil or more, at least 10 mil. I don't think the Redskins want to do that. And the thing is, yeah, it would be a perfect signing for us. I believe he's 29, 28. Yeah, 28 years old. But we have so many players on our team, young players like Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis. Matt Ioannidis is under contract, but a lot of these guys that are going to be coming up soon that we're going to have to pay big money to. So, and maybe Montez Sweat. And so there's a lot of players that we're going to have to pay a bunch of money to in the next coming off season. So that's why I think we're saving our money. But Logan Ryan would be the best possible pick, in my opinion, at cornerback. And yeah, there's a couple other cornerbacks. So we'll go next is Prince Amukamara. He played for the Bears last year, didn't have any picks, but only allowed 2 touchdowns, and I think it was 66% completion percentage. So not bad. And the big thing about Prince Amukamara is he's a veteran presence who can help these young cornerbacks that we have. Jimmy Moreland, Kendall Fuller, Ronald Darby, help them and get them ready for the season and be a veteran in a locker room. And yeah, he's pretty old, but still can play. The year before this year had 3 interceptions, so he can still play. So the last cornerback on this list is obviously a familiar name, Breeland. So Breeland last year had 2 picks. And if you look at his advanced stats, they're even better. So he allowed a 48.4% completion percentage and a 92 pass rating. So that's very good. A lot of you guys kind of trash on Breeland that he sucked when he was with Washington, but he's gotten a lot better. He had a pick in the Super Bowl, so he's gotten a lot better since Washington, and even in Washington, he wasn't that bad. We'll see what he's going to command on the market, but I really do believe that if we get him, I think it would be a great fit. And also, Ron Rivera tried to sign him right after we let him go, or we didn't re-sign him. Ron Rivera tried to sign him in, I think it was 2016 or 2017, but Bashad Breeland failed his physical, so that's why Ron Rivera didn't get Bashad Breeland. But I think it would be a good fit. Some of you guys don't think so, but I really do think it would be a great fit for us. And yeah, so next player is, this is the best possible tight end, and not a great one, but Delanie Walker. This is the best possible tight end we can go after in free agency. Not that great, but definitely the most established out of any of the tight ends on the market, and any tight end that's on our team. I wouldn't necessarily want to go for him, but wouldn't be pissed if we did either, because he's only 2 seasons removed from being a Pro Bowler, and the only reason he didn't make the Pro Bowl the last couple of years is because he was really, really injured. And before the last couple of years, if you look at his health, he played 15 for 4 straight years, and then played 16. Like, he really never missed many games besides his rookie year and the last couple of years. So I wouldn't be completely opposed to getting Delanie Walker. If you look at his 2017 season, made the Pro Bowl, had about 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. So that's only a couple seasons removed from one of his better seasons in his career. And if we can get 400 yards from Delanie Walker, 500 yards, that's better than anything we're going to get from our other guys, in my opinion. Maybe Logan Thomas can get like 300. I really don't know, but we're probably going to have to rely on the draft for this position. But John Keim reported a couple weeks ago that we were interested in Delanie Walker, and I do think he's going to get signed at one point. And it might be a problem with his physical, because people can't really get physicals right now because of the coronavirus, and so that might be why it's taking a while. So that's the last kind of skill position players that we would go for, that I think would be good. Oh, one more actually. So the last guy, not a big name, obviously, Rashard Higgins at receiver, could be a good complement player. A lot of people want him. Redskins fans want him. Didn't have a great year last year. I honestly discount everything from the Browns season last year. Freddie Kitchens was a terrible coach, and I really think he screwed a lot of players over last year. Odell went from having being a top 5 receiver in the NFL to not producing very well with the Browns. So a lot of players didn't produce well. But if you look at his 2018 season, had about 572 yards, 4 touchdowns, and we can bring him in for to be a camp body and possibly compete for a starting job, or at least not starting job, but compete for a roster spot, because he's never really been a starter if you look at his stats. But he definitely could be a good role player for our team, maybe compete with Cody Latimer. I do think we will be drafting a receiver, whether it be, I think if there's a really good receiver available in the 3rd round, like Michael Pittman, Donovan Peoples-Jones, someone like that, I think we'll definitely go for a receiver there. If not, probably going to go after receiver in the 4th or 5th round, maybe KJ Hill in the 4th. We'll see, but I do think receiver is going to be a position we target in the draft, and if we do, then I don't think we need to go for another receiver, because there you got Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims, Kelvin Harmon, plus the receiver we draft. That's 4 receivers, and then you got Cody Lattimore and Trey Quinn, and a couple others, Cam Sims, so really not enough spots. So now we got 2 left tackles that I would consider going after, and Jason Peters is one of them. He is very old, 37, 38 years old, but still competed at a high level last year, only allowed 3 sacks, and didn't play that bad, and definitely way better than anything we got last year with Donald Penn. Donald Penn wasn't terrible, but he definitely wasn't good. Jason Peters was average to above average last year at the left tackle position, so we'll give Haskins a little more time, and also it'd be a perfect mentor for someone that we get in the draft. So if we draft like Jack Driscoll from Auburn, I believe, or someone else in the 4th, 3rd round at that left tackle position, Jason Peters can help develop him and maybe have him start in year 2, or even come in and play in year 1. But that's probably the best option, but or most established. The other option for left tackle is Kelvin Beachum. I've been saying this for a month now, or even longer, a couple months, that we should go after Kelvin Beachum. One of the better left tackles available. Played with the Jets last year. Very good, very versatile, and definitely can come in and be an above average starter. Didn't allow many sacks last year, didn't have too many penalties. We just need to surround Dwayne with as many weapons as we can. And last year, part of his problem, like, he played good obviously the last couple of games, but before then, it took him a while to get started because he really didn't have any protection. So if we can get at least somewhat better protection this year, it'll help Dwayne out a lot. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out all my links in the description. I got my Twitter there, PayPal, and sponsor. So go check those out, and thanks for watching. And give me some video ideas in the description. And to everyone who came out in the stream yesterday, thank you. I will be doing some more. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.